All right. How's everybody doing here? It's 11:50. Little about just about halftime in the day. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Not much happening really. You got the futures. Well, just take a look here. All right. So we're coming back down here on your. This is a 4 hour, 2 hour, and a 1 hour. That's your day coming down. All right. So there's your diamonds on your day. Got down to low as 465.78. We're really trying to get this week to break to the downside, but can't seem to get it. All right, so 465.78. I mean, we're literally about $1 away from breaking down here. All right, but we're not doing it. All right, but the diamonds is has been it's shoring up the month for sure to the downside. All right, but if we need to get to this number here, we're gonna need a lot more. All right. You're going to need a lot more to try to get this move to down here to break down from November of 25. All right. So we're sitting below. I'm looking at the quarter. The quarters back down as well. You can't see that one, but I got your monthly up here. All right. Um, so there's where we are. All right. We're trying to firm up a little bit here. And then you got a 2 hour flip that will come here at the top of the hour here. So you'll see a new bar coming inside here. See if anything starts to change. We'll see. All right, we'll see. All right, so SPY, same thing, same picture. All right, staying down here, cannot get going. This was our. It's easier if I turn off the overnights. It's kind of a pain. All right. There's is your hour right here. Try to get back up inside. Mess. All right. That's a mess. 2 down on the day. And our next move to the downside is got to be 662.32. We still need to get a lot more to get back down to the low of the month. Okay. That's like 661.71. So we're like $5 and change still moving away, and just like miles away, or at least it seems like, to break that week. All right, for this to happen, they'd have to really bring the hammer down pretty good. All right, so I don't see that potentially happening, but anything can happen. The Yuko is really pushing to the upside today. All right, so there's where we lie. There's your week. We can't get down to break that right now. Again, we got 2.5 days left. All right, so we'll see what happens there. Q's got the same exact situation. We need more to get down to break this weekly. All right. So and the week is outside. All right. So we'll see what happens there. Sneaky Pete gonna get in here wherever he wants over here. All right. Unless this thing comes down and finishes the job in the next 2 days, I'm saying that might be difficult. But stranger things have happened. All right. There's your 4-2 stuck in the middle. You see garbage, right? This is just garbage. All right, and here's your 60 now trying to come back up again. All right, so that's your futures right there. Let's take a look at Yuko is moving very nicely to the upside here, up 3.33%, up $1.35. All right, starting to dip off the day now, as you can see here, starting to drop off. Got up to 42.93. It's starting to pull back on your daily. All right, so good. Shooter back down on day. Week is strong. Month is strong. Okay, so we do see the day starting to give that up a little bit, and then you see that in your 4 hours dropping down too. Now that we're going to get a flip here, I mean that could go into force and start to bring us down a little bit more, but you're really going against these guys right here. Okay, so just for now, we got a day shooter down. We got months and weeks that are holding up very, very strong. All right, and then you get to CL. Your light sweet crude is only up 1.2%. Yeah, 1.22% on the upside here, and try to hold up on that day right now. I think 95 is the number. As long, if we break down below 95, then there's a chance that maybe we could start to head back down to 90. But as of right now, we're $1.77 higher than that right now. But I think that's kind of like an equilibrium for us right now, at 95 bucks on the crude. All right, so crude going. That's this is ConocoPhillips. A couple names. I'm not going to go through too many here. COP's having a good day here though today. All right, to the highs with you on ConocoPhillips here, up 0.97, up $1.19. It's not ripping, but more importantly, full time frame continuity to the upside. You got them up everywhere. You see this? Moving everywhere. That is full time frame continuity, and ConocoPhillips is moving very, very nicely. All right, so we'll see if there's any pullback there, and then Oxy is in the same boat with this guy. All right, so him and Oxy moving really, really nicely here. All right, we're inside on the week, looking for that 3-1-2 possibly if we can't finish it before the week ends. Just coming off the highs a little bit here on Oxy. Oxy looks like 60 bucks is coming soon. All right, the quarter, it has come back inside a little bit on the quarter. All right, so we got an actionable here on the 2 hour, and we're going to get a flip here in a few minutes. So we'll see the new flip, the new hour come, the new 2 hour come in. All right, so we'll see what happens. Crude holding up pretty well. All right, holding up pretty well. A couple names again. Lulu seems to be holding its gains today. It's about really all I can say about it. It had a nice day up here, and it seems to be holding up fairly well. All right, so maybe we're finding a little bit of a support level here on Lulu. Again, let's get through the rest of the week and then see what next week starts to look like. But the numbers were a little bit better, and maybe this thing starts to get their act back together here. But you're still gonna have strife with the war and all the other nonsense. So it's like, it's hard enough for us to just sit here and chart these stocks and see how they're going to move, and then you got to throw this whole Iran thing in there. It makes everything more difficult. All right, so but maybe Lulu's just, I probably see Lulu come back in from this a little bit, but I'd like to see the measured move back to the downside. I think Lulu might get a little better here. They got their board straightened up, and they had better earnings. They've made a lot of mistakes, and hopefully they learn from them. All right, so Lulu better, I gotta say. Macy's they were talking about it yesterday, and it got up to 1851 today. It bottomed out, and it went all the way back down to the lows, and that's fighting back. I ain't saying that Macy's is good and you shouldn't go after it. I wouldn't touch it. But potentially, look at this guy in here with the inside one right here. All right, so sloppy. This looks good. Maybe a 2-1-2 back up. I mean, this thing could get back up to the end of the high. Just for a trade today, I wouldn't marry this thing, but 2-1 maybe. You might just be able to get that one back up, all right? But you're going to need some help from the futures. And right now, we're not getting that, all right? So be aware of that as well, all right? All right, so we'll see what that brings. What else here? We had some other names that were moving. Rocket Lab has just been garbage. Garbage. It did come off the low here, took the day down, and it's been fighting back a little bit. So this is a 2-1, two back up, and now see if there's any continuation there. You got a little bit of a hammer coming up here. I wouldn't bank anything on that right now either. All right, that's so it's a defense stock, so we'll see what happens. Back on that on that energy. Look at BP today. BP's having a great day today too. Got up to 44.72. She backed off, but you can see full time frame continuity across the board. Maybe there's a 2-1-2 back up. I'm just trying to find something that maybe might things turn around before the day ends, and there's the flip coming as we speak. All right, so you see the new bar hopping in there. You won't see the bar coming in here because that will come in at 130, but there's your flip coming back. All right, so BP and Conoco and the other one, and Oxy, all three of them really, really good. All right, on your XLE's not really doing too much. But it's had about 7 or 8 straight weeks to the upside, and it's only had one red bar inside there the entire time. It is sitting near the highs of the day today. We'll see if they can pull up another week up. That thing has been moving really, really good. And then a couple of some of our XLYs. I'm not going to go through too many here. Discretionaries, right? Down and out in Beverly Hills, as you can see. All right. So with the diamonds, with the downside, we're not going to get the industrials. We're not going to get the banks. We're not going to get the. We might get a little bit of healthcare, but if we would, diamonds would be going up, all right, because they're pretty tight inside there. All right. So staying down here right now, I don't really see a reversal coming through out of here unless something crazy happens. But for right now, sit tight, man. We're 2-2 down on that month. All right, right there, as you can see, it has come off the month a little bit, and here's your inside week. All right, so watch the week. All right, and there's your 2-2-2 back down on the day. All right, so that one, industrials, All right, a little better. XLI's rallied back a little bit. 3-1-1 back inside. Here's your 4-hour now. Just jumped. You got the new 4-hour in there, so we'll see what happens there. Kind of stuck inside on the 4-hour. This was the 2-1-2 that kind of got this thing back into where it is right now, being up 33 cents on the day. All right, so but that all came from this. From because it came down pretty good, down to 165.88. All right, so XLF, we'll take a look at that one. Financials down and just chopping, doing nothing. Absolutely, the banks have no idea where the hell they're going. All right, especially with what's going on right now. So shooter down on the day, sitting on the lows of the day right now. XLF, all right, stay there, and XLP not showing up to be defensive at all, down on the day here, and coming off the lows now a little bit, trying to come back up. And here's your 4-1 inside. Here is your 2-1-1 inside on XLP. They don't seem to want to go up there. All right, so they're not coming up to be defensive. No, they're puking. All right, so they're staying down. I'm going to look at the two stocks that I like on tech side. Amazon kind of got weakened here by the week this week, so I'd be a little bit cautious on that one right now. Cisco kind of like made a decent, got up to here, all right, got up to 80, spot 70, and then that was it. Party's over. 2 down on the day. Shooter coming down a week, but it ain't gonna break weak anytime soon. All right, so this one is still this trade is still pretty good here. Now that this has happened, though, complete stall out. All right, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the stock is stalled out. It's not going to be moving too much with this month doing what it's doing right now. All right, so it's been good. It's going to get better, but right now it's garbage. All right, and Marvel, the same thing. You got really came down nice on the daily. Now this is good. This is we're looking for Marvel to bring in. Um, this whole mess here. Oh, this was the nice move up that made to the highs, and then you got the dip. They tried to get the buyers really tried to get it going here, but the sellers took control and back down. Let's triangle out all this, get back down to 83.56. This was the day where it was like it was a crazy day. All right, it was up 20 something like 18% or something. This day was nuts. All right, and that was the day they had the earnings. I'd like to triangle all that out, get that all out of there, and then Marvel gets better. All right. So now that's really about. I wish I had more to say, but you guys get the gist of things here right now. All right. Doesn't look like the futures are going to get their act together. You might get a little rally out of there, but they're pretty heavy. They're pretty heavy, but they're not heavy enough to break. All right. So until we get that, we're going to get these buyers coming back in every time we get a new bar. It just seems to happen. All right. So until we start to really take weeks down, we're stuck and we're stalled and we wait to see what happens. All right. So I'm going to leave it at that. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. I might try to get something again to you at the end of the day if something exciting happens, but if not, we'll see. All right, so be good. Be good.